Hello everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2. So, happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's in the US today. Today we've got, basically the Episode 6, Chapter 3 story lined up here, or at least my understanding is that's ready to go. And that's going to be sort of the main topic for today. And what I want to do before we do that is I do want to do a quick little warm-up, just to make sure we are good to go, and then we will hop right in and take care of that. Bear with me one moment, I'm just letting everybody know that I am live right now. Okay, and for that warm-up, why don't we go ahead and pop a trigger here? And we're going to do Destroyers of Light on Extra Hard Mode. Now this is a solo trigger, which means nobody else is going to be able to join me, but what can I say, the drops that come out of here are sometimes nice. Now for this one, I'm going to go for a random drink X, and I need to grab a specific one here. Not the light resist, let's go for another. Not the dark resist, I'm looking for the weak point. There we go, weak point damage boost. Okay, let's also go ahead and just make sure we're good on items. Looks good to go. Alright, let's head on down. And before we get started, let's just go ahead and feed the mag real quick. Get all the damage we can here. Oh, you know what? I don't have my my tree effect. Let me get that going first before we actually hop into this. I knew there was something I was missing before I went live. Oh well. Hopefully I make it back before the trigger runs out. There we go. Let's get out of here and head for the gate. I'm not sure how many people are actually going to be watching today. There we go, made it just in time. Given that it is Thanksgiving in the US, but I made a promise to do a broadcast today, and so that is exactly what I'm doing right now. Alright, let's grab that drink. Not that one. There we go. Weak point damage bonus. And let's head on down. Let me cast Shifter real quick. And off we go. Nice. I just looked at my Discord, and it looks like the new thing is actually working correctly. So I'll let that do its thing going forward. That's to let everybody that's on the Discord know that I'm going live. Alright, so the mother phase is up first. Here's one of the hands. There goes the second. And let's get on Mother. Alright, let's get back out here. All the hands are coming out now. That takes care of one of them. It's really annoying when that loser hand goes all the way up into the sky. Alright, Mother's open to attack again. On to the next round of Fall's hands. We're about to get sucked in. I'm gonna save my Imperial Cleave for when Mother becomes vulnerable again. Hey Ned, thanks for joining. Alright, let's open with Imperial Cleave. I think we just forced her into the next phase. Now I want to get some photon points back. Oh, not quite yet. So we got one more round of hands then. Hate it when I don't see anything coming out of that. Alright, she's vulnerable again. There we go, she's into the next phase now. That breaks the blocks. Let's get on her. Imperial Cleave. That does some damage. Hey Hawkeye, thanks for joining. She's about to go into the second of the block phases. No, I actually skipped it! Nice! That's the first time I've done that. Alright, let's start heading over for Deus. Alright, so we open up by taking out his dragon heads.
Emergency code due.
That one's done. There goes the second, and on to the last one now. There we go. Now that's a shame he didn't go into the orb phase. Alright, let's get up here. Imperial Cleave. Let's get out of here. That takes care of two of the heads on this side. There's a third. On to another orb phase. And let's climb up. Still have these heads to take care of. Last head to take care of. And then we'll be able to climb up once again. After the orb phase. There we go. Up we go. And we are headed into the final phases. Well, actually, this is more like the halfway point, actually. Overend. Unfortunately, this boss is kind of a time waster. He just has all these periods where he just is not attackable at all. Alright, he's on the ground. Now we're actually headed into the final phases here. Elder, come on out. You're just using all these time-wasting attacks. Come on down. There we go, you're on the ground now. Time to finish you. And down goes Deus. Let's break open the rares, and let's scoop them all up.
Completed.
$16.48. Not bad. Good warm-up for today. Alright, let's make our way back onto the Arks ship. And we're going to make our way over to the bridge now. Alright, Sierra. So, we need to take a look at what's actually happening in Chapter 3 here today. Let us start with Xiao's return.
Xiao! やあシエラ、久しぶり。管理完成、うまくできてるようだね。
今の私の状況を見てよくそんなこと言えますね。でもご無事で何よりです。
うん、よく持たせてくれた。
シャオ君、
ウルクまで来てるとはね。そんなに心配だったのかな。あいた、ウルク。
Yeah, I expected that.
茶化すようなことじゃないでしょ。本当に心配してたんだから。シエラちゃんだけじゃない、私だって、みんなだってシャオ君のこと心配してた。だからまず一番最初に言うべきことがあるんじゃないの。
そうだね。心配かけてごめんなさい。そして心配してくれてありがとう。みんなにも迷惑をかけてすまない。でもそのおかげでカミツと連携し、フォトナー側の動きをつかめるようになった。
これは適正力の不慈。
常に不意をつかれていたからこそ脅威だったけど、これからそうはさせない。体勢を整えて反撃の時だ。
Looking forward to it.
もう一頑張りしてもらうよ。
はい。よし、それじゃあこっちも動こう。さあレオ、行くよ。
Episode 6, Chapter 3-1, Mounted Counterattack, Turning the Tables. Alright, Sarah and Clarice Clay's work?
おかげさまでね。シャオが中にいない分、むしろ前より動きやすいぐらいよ。
So where are you going?
ああ、私しばらくアムドゥスキアに滞在することになるから。シャオの本体はアムドゥスキアにある。そして私はシャオの縁者だからね。常駐で警護みたいな感じかしら。サラ、一人で大丈夫なの？寂しくない？私としては一人の方が良かったんだけどね。おーいサラ、まだ準備できないのか？って、仙台に貴様。
Hey, Claris plays.
もしかしてクラリス・クレイスちゃんも？そうだぞ。サラ一人じゃ寂しいと思って私が立候補してやったのだ。バカ、寂しくないわよ。あそこも重要拠点になるわけだし、六坊を一緒にって話なだけ。この子連れてくと余計なトラブル起こりそうで怖いけど、ま、方針は理解できるし仕方がないわね。
We'll come visit sometime. In fact, if I remember correctly, one of the daily orders from today is actually on Umduskia. Anyway, it looks like we've got a battle coming up here. Turning the tables. Oops, I don't want easy. Let's do this on normal, please.
シャオくん戻ってきたんだし、私も寝てばっかりいられないかな。
敵勢力の出現予測はこうだ。市街地に転送予兆。どうやらまた直接乗り込んでくる気らしい。
フォトンの感じ的には偵察っぽいかな。本気で来るならもちっとビビビッとするもの。しかし来ることさえ分かっていれば対策の打ちようはあります。
こちらの動きも予測されてるだろうけど、出現直後に迎撃となれば多少の不意はつけるはず。つまり最初の一撃が重要だ。その一番やりを君たちに任せたい。
You got it, Xiao. Leave it to us.
私も一緒に頑張る。
それじゃ頼んだよ、二人とも。
Alright, here we go. Brightstar, I'll try to intercept them in the adjacent area. The enemy's coordinates will be shown on the radar. Use the dash panels to get to them quickly. Okay, so this is actually going to act sort of like how the Tokyo map works, whereby there's going to be these markers coming out of the ground. Here come the Luminmechs. Let's switch over to our Luminmech Buster Sword. Well, it's more just a sword with dark elements built into it. It looks like they just made the same announcement out to everybody else in the fleet about the attack. few more up over here. Oh, nice shot. Or no, that was an explosive that went off. Gotta get over there somehow. This way. We have a Gatling gun that'll be useful here. Alright, moving on. Darkers, switching back over to the other sword. A trio of Dekomaluda. Actually, no, one of them's the rare variant. The Novim Maludaro. They'll all go down easily, though.
Completed.
Alright, we are headed for the center of the city now. Luminmechs again. Let's take them out. Time for the photon blast to go out. Got another round here, huh? Rafaga Ringada, one of the Ultralize bosses. Let's take you out quickly. Imperial Cleave. Still standing, huh? There we go.
Completed.
Nothing's dropping from him. Oh well.
"きちんとこちらの動きを予測できているようですね。では、あちらはどうでしょう?"
Maria.
待ちな。まだ戦闘配備中だよ。ガーディアンともあろう者がどこに行こうとしてるんだい？それとも暇なのかい？だったら私の相手に付き合っちゃくれないか？
That's not me.
おや、ずいぶん可愛くなったもんだね。
マリア。
Maria, name the one that died.
すでにそのまやかしは通じん。
なんだい、もう終わりかい。自分と戦えるなんてめったにないんだ。もうちょっとやらせてくれないかい？
めんどくさい。ダメ、擬態バレる。パラメータだって偽装してるのに。なんでだろう。
アカシックレコードに準ずる演算能力を得たならば、擬態のカンパもうなずけるところです。素晴らしい進歩だと思いますよ。さすがは我々がフォトナーが生み出した存在です。
アークスの機動兵器が接近しています。転移座標から逆算して送り込んできたものと思われます。
異種返しといったところですか。そうやってすぐに調子に乗るのも全くもって彼らの生み出した愚策の様相そのものです。
That's not gonna work as long as these arcs are using photons.
殲滅しました。
あの出力でも届かないか。前期に祈祷命令を。
はい前期祈祷せよ繰り返す前期祈祷せよ
おやまた追いかけっこですか。いい加減鬼の役目にも飽いてきたんですけどね。
Alright, now obviously the battle is still going on here, so let's make our way off of the bridge here at this point, because the emergency quest is about to pop here as well, so let's head down to the gate area. Actually, we do have a few minutes, so why don't we, do some real quick, teching of the weapons that dropped earlier. Once again, thank you to everybody that's tuned in here today. Thank you for joining me here. I wanted to make sure I kept my promise of broadcasting on Thanksgiving here. Certainly, if you're enjoying the show, please do remember there is that little follow button up at the top. I also do have a Discord that is linked in the description down below. But let's see what we can cube up here. Anything that is less than 7 slots I get rid of immediately, because I get enough drops to begin with. There we go. Let's throw these into the bank here. 61 X cubes out of that. Nice. Alright. Let us head for the counter here. This is going to pop in about a minute here. Confess Duke, thank you for the follow there. Looks like I need to grab some Dimates before we head in. Not sure if I was muted a moment ago, just in case. Thank you again, Confess Dude, for the follow. Just waiting for the emergency quest to pop, and then we'll be good to go. There we go. So for this one, let's grab D-Band drinks, so that we get the special ability on all the drops. And let's head on down. On to the second group, here we go. This should be the second to last group to come up. Alright, round number 1 clear. Let's head up to the camp ship and start this up again. Looks like we're still waiting for a couple of players to pop in here, but we should be going pretty soon, and the party just filled here, which is nice. Whenever you're in a party, or rather, whenever you're in a mission, if it's possible, you do want to try to party up, just because you do get this extra tri-boost effect going, so at 2 party members, you're at a 20%, 3 party members, you're at a 30%, and 4 party members, you're at a 40% tri-boost on top of everything else. Speaking of boosters, I think I need to refresh mine here. Alright, here we go with round 2. Nice, we just got a level cap bonus. So that'll give us 7 Q-class X cubes. I try to go for the ships just because you do get a point bonus from them as well. It's not a ton, but it still helps with the total as you're going into the third portion of the quest. Yikes, the whole group got knocked out there.
Completed.
I don't think we're gonna make it in time to do this again, so we'll just start into the second round of the quest here. Time to feed the mag! Looks like we're still waiting for 3 more players to pop into this instance here. Alright, so this isn't a carrier assault one, where the team gets split into 2. Nice shot, whoever took that. Alright, this is open to attack. I'm gonna get my photon points back here. And up we go. I'm trying to take down these Darkers here just because they have the effect of stunning you whenever they land on you. Looks like that's all of them. Just missed the gold ships. Crystal's open. Let's take this out. And let's pop our Photon Blast. Overend. Don't think that hit. Let's go for Imperial Cleave then. Alright, that takes care of the next group. We'll have time to pop into that one again. Ah, nice, we got the RA Stinger. I've been working on that one for a while. Not that I really need it, but might as well work on the collection. It looks like we're waiting for some players, so while we're waiting here, just a quick little review of my equipment currently. I've got a couple of Lightstream swords here. This one is of Light Element, has plus 200 S attack, plus the Lightstream Resurrection abilities, which gives it even further attack power, plus the Strike Boost. Double-edged sword for even more damage, and Vital Intent at over 80% HP. I've got a second Lightstream here. Not built the same way, but this is built specifically to deal with the Luminmechs whenever they do happen to pop up. And then as for my units, I've got a rear Rappy Shine, which gives me 777 HP, plus a bunch of resistances. And then I've got a Chevelle Ret arm here, which gives me a ton of S attack, totaling 260, plus 5% resistance to everything. And then lastly, a Chevelle Serb with 8% resistance and 220 S attack. Alright, here we go. Coming in from the other side this time. Looks like this is open now. Alright, third phase of the attack is opened. We're gonna join that after this mission. Up we go to the disruptor. I want to try to take out these AIS first since they do those bigger beam attacks. That did some damage. Alright, there we go. Up we go, and on to the final phase. Alright, so it looks like for this one we're taking out the AISs here for the battle. So I'll just go ahead and put my Umbla wand on. That way I don't even have to worry about equipping that later. Still waiting for a couple of party members to join here. While we're waiting, I'm just going to do a little bit of organization here. Alright, here we go, flying out with the AIS Vegas. Alright, let's break this ship apart. Let's use our big beam here. That'll refresh by the time the next boss comes up. Yeah, this mission is a lot of just breaking apart different parts so that you can eventually get to attack the bridge of the ship. Let's take out this ship. There we go. On to the boss. Yeah, this boss is kind of a real tank and spank. You just be ready for any attacks that come in, and then fire back once they're open. starting to break apart here. Oh, they got me. They're almost done for anyway. There they go. Down. Alrighty, let's collect all the drops. And let's make our way back up to the Arks ship. Alright, so before we continue on, I do want to take a look at everything that dropped during those missions. Let's head over to the Techer. Doesn't look like there are any 15 stars here, so we'll just do some regular teching. Just a bunch of Basilisk weapons here for the 13 stars. Those are good for fodder as when you're trying to build a, or rather when you're trying to grind a weapon up. Okay, and let's see what we got over here. So this appears to be from the road to Etoile. 500 Goldnia. And that's just a bunch of hero crests. To be honest, hero crests do nothing for me at this point here. The weapons I've got just completely overpower anything I could get from that. Alright, let's take care of doing a little bit of recycling here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to wait for the emergency quest to end, and then we'll finish up with the story at that point here. So let me just take care of a few things while we're waiting here. Including cubing all of these up. Okay, and now let's make our way up to here. To the X Cube shop. And we're just gonna take a bunch of those cubes, turn them into grinders. And hey, here's today's payday. Once I sell all these, that gives us 396,000 Meseta. Of course, there are a couple of other weapons I need to get rid of here as well. These Vita swords and lances and everything, they're not doing anything for me, especially because they have so few abilities on them to begin with. Alright, with that done, let's grab all these, shove them into the bank for now. And now let's take a look at the units that we got. Looks like we did have some decent units here, some 5-slot units. So I definitely want to hang on to those, because those can be useful when it's time to build up a new unit again. I don't expect to have to build one for a while, just because I just built up those two 13-star units. If SEGA ever does release a new 13-star version of the Rappy Shine, I do want to pick that up, just because at that point then, basically I'll be able to get some strength and it'll basically be more strengthened than what I've got currently, especially because the Rappy Shine as it is, that's only a 12-star unit, and everything else is becoming 13 stars at this point, so I'm hoping that there's either going to be a way to upgrade this, or a way to get a new one, which will still give like a 777 HP boost, or something along those lines. Let's see. Was there anything else I could do here? Doesn't look like it. Were there any units other than that? Yeah, I can get rid of this one here. Okay, and did any eggs drop? A couple eggs did drop, so let me head right back over to the Tecker again real quick here. Those will probably be 13 or 14 star. 14 star, Arrow and Jenga. Okay. Don't really do much for me right now, but they're nice to have. Alright, and let's shove these into the bank as well here. Okay, got a few minutes left here, and then we'll start to make our way over to the bridge. Again, if you weren't aware, Evangelion is doing a collab on the ship. Oh dear, I just ran into a story scene!
Kiku-hime. その当てみ、まさに芸術的だよ。
Synchro, what are you doing to Pietro?
いやあ、マイフレンド、会えて嬉しいよ。心配は無用だと思う。この傷はキク姫との修行で得たかけがえのないものだからね。
You sure you don't want to rest there?
子供がくれたものなら、たとえ傷であっても嬉しいものだよ。彼女はこう言ってるよ。はじめまして、キク姫と申します。お会いできて光栄です。とね。キク姫は礼儀正しく気品があって、すごく仲間思いな子なんだよ。
Nice to meet you.
ちょっと心配性だけど優しいんだ。疲れた僕をマッサージしてくれたりね。キク姫、やってくれるかい？そんなに脇腹だけを必要にマッサージしなくては。いやー、溝落ちマッサージは効くね。冷たい汗が止まらないよ。
Things never change.
僕への愛情、しかと受け止めたよ。どうだい、マイフレンド。優しい子だろう。
It looked like she was hurting you.
これはマッサージだと思う。コリをほぐして疲れが取れる上に体まで鍛えてくれているんだ。溢れんばかりの愛情と流れるような連撃を好みで感じられて、僕は幸せだと思う。攻撃を次々とつなぎながら決める姿はエレガントで実にビューティフル。まさに芸術と言っていい。キク姫は奥ゆかしいね。当たり前のことです。恥ずかしいです。褒められるほどではありませんか。そうだ、マイフレンド。今度キク姫の華麗で美しいコンボを見せてあげる。 ちょ待って、ちょっと早い。落ち着いて、アタック。すごいやる気だね、菊姫。でもちょっとだけ待った。
KO? Alright, we got a lambda grinder from that. Things with Pietro never change. Alright, so looks like the emergency quest is over here. I was headed down here real quick to the recycle shop just to see if there was anything else that we could do here. It doesn't look like it right now, so let's make our way over to the bridge and we're going to continue on with the story here and see how all this wraps up. So we have Shiva's unlimited power.
AIS でさえまるでおもちゃ扱いですよ。むちゃくちゃが過ぎます。
体に保持しているフォトン量が文字通り桁違いだから、フォトン系の攻撃は全く届いてないね。物質攻撃もその桁違いフォトンによる身体強化で強引に弾かれちゃってる。いやはやこれはすごいな。
Yeah, this is a real matter for the Arks, because they gotta figure out what they're going to do in the end here. Some have suggested in the past maybe the Delta Valiant has returned by now, and so maybe the power of Grand could help in this particular case, but it's really up in the air in terms of what they're going to be doing here.
想定計算終了。想定が全く甘かったな。光線時の出力から導き出された芝の最高出力想定がこれだ。
この数字計算ミスじゃないんですか？アークス全員の総計に匹敵ってむちゃくちゃですよ、こんなの。
だけど事実だ。フォトナー全員分のフォトン能力を彼女一人が有すると考えれば当然の能力なのかもしれない。以前彼女がアクスシップに現れた時、あれは本当に遊びに来ていた程度の振る舞いだったんだろう。
だけどあの時だってこの人も私も全く歯が立たなかった。
生半可なフォトンをぶつけても吸われるか弾かれるかだけ。あれとまともに戦うには同じくらいのフォトンを持たなければ無理だ。
If we had some way to seal away her strength.
そうだね。それが一番妥当な考え方だ。
フォトンを抑え込む方法。
You thinking what I'm thinking? It's been a while since we've seen Kiku-hime. What, I think it was episode 3 that we last saw her? And in fact, you didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. You had already turned into Veal. Well, for me, we just parted ways. We really didn't get a conclusion to her whole thing, so let's see if that's where we're headed here.
そうだ、あの時の。
そう。まといが深淵なる闇に転じた時、その力を縛り付けた宿儺姫の結界師。あれはもともと魔月の力を封じるための結界。それを芝の力をフォトンを封じるように転用できれば可能性はある。
うん、大丈夫だよ。宿儺姫なら力を貸してくれる。行こう、ハルコタンに宿儺姫に会いに。
Indeed, let's go. And we've received a 20 Star Gem ticket from that. Okay, so aside from that, we also do have some sub-stories here as well. Pietro was the first of them. Rooks, glad you could jump in here. Let's take a look at another high cast.
お疲れ様です。はい、稼働データを受け取りますね。なるほど、こんな感じになるのか。やっぱ生のデータは違うな。駆動系の負荷が結構やばいな。機動性を上げるためとはいえ耐久性を削ったのは良くなかったか。
こうやって没頭しちゃうのを見てると、なんだかシエラちゃんに似てない？
Yeah, every time Castra does one of those data dumps on her. They don't look similar at all.
もう見た目の話じゃないよ。お仕事に集中してる姿が似てる気がするって思ったの。でもそんなことないよね。シエラちゃんは各館に一人だけのハイキャストだし。
まあ似る面はあるかもですね。なんせ私もハイキャストなので、リュドミラタイプの。
そうなの？
ボイドが解体された後、アークスの組織改編に伴って研究部が再編されました。再編された研究部にはルーさんのような天才はいないものの、各分野のエキスパートが多数いました。そういった方々の知識や経験をデータベース化し、演算に特化したモジュールに当てはめる。そうして出来上がったのが私、研究部所属の AIS 研究開発特化型ハイキャストリュドミラです。
そうなんだ。シエラちゃん以外にもハイキャストっていたんだね。
はい、だから私には AIS を徹底的に研究改良して強化する義務があるんです。というわけで、私の研究のため AIS を思う存分動かしまくってデータを取ってきてください。
Well then, Ludmilla, I have to ask if you think it's possible to adapt the AIS to use a different power source, potentially.
ではお願いしますね。さよならです。
あんな話を聞いちゃうと AIS の操縦が苦手でも協力しなきゃって思っちゃうな。私も頑張る。一緒に頑張ろうね。
And we got a Tri-Boost plus 100% from that. Next, we have the Gods Who Serve Shiva.
ほらあなた、ショー帰ってきたんだって。よかったわね。
しかも老竜族の助けで演算処理能力も上がったそうね。これである程度はフォトナーとも対抗できるようになったってわけね。
情報戦で対抗できてもシバが相手じゃどうしようもないけどね。
あんたはどっちの味方なのよ。ま、話を聞く限りとんでもないやつってのはわかるわ。それにシバだけじゃなくて、あの部下みたいな二人もとんでもないじゃない。なんなの？
あれね。
アウロラ？あんたなんか知ってるの？
そうね。あの二人もフォトナーの被害者みたいなものよ。
被害者？
ええ。始まりは一つの器だったわ。フォトンを扱うことだけに長けた究極の器が作られた。その器はあろうことか知性を持った。その知性を持った器を支えるために二人の神が作られた。それが義の女神ミトラと義の女神バルナ。
Aurora, do you know if there were perhaps any other gods that we haven't seen yet? Or is it just these two?
バルナって確か。思い出した。そうよ、 オメガに召喚された時にあのバルナってやついたじゃない。
Yep.
あの時あんたもいたけど気づかなかったの？
あの時はそれどころじゃなかったし、男の顔なんていちいち覚えてないわよ。でもあっちは私に気づいてたかもね。昔と姿が違ってたとはいえ。
Was he there though?
そういえば南の砦からエピックの王都に向かった時あいついなかったわね。
Yeah, that's kind of my point as well here.
あのお姫様にべったりな感じの従者が用事があるとか言って別行動してたのはあんたがいたからかもね。
話を戻すけど、3人が作られた同じ時期にアカシックレコードの最終模倣体深淵なる闇が生まれてしまった。そこで苦肉の策として究極の器から知性が取り除かれ、深淵なる闇の器にされたの。その従者である義の女神ミトラと義の女神バルナ、3人仲良く悪空間へ捨てられた。フォトナーたちの都合で勝手に作られて勝手に捨てられた。あの子たち
でも私たちはフォトナーじゃない。とばっちりもいいところよ。
うん、私も同情はするけど共感するつもりはないわ。だからあなた、あいつらのことコテンパンにやっつけちゃって。
That's what we're trying to do here. And we got a lambda grinder from that. Up next we have a whisper that sings to darkness.
Kageよ、闇よりも暗きものよ。我が力となり歯向かう者を食らい尽くすファントムとなれ。黄昏の果て、つくよの闇に消えろ。
おお、ズバババンってやっちゃった。目にも止まらぬ早技ってやつだね。これが新クラスのファントムか。
でも攻撃の時につぶやいてたセリフみたいのは何だろう。エネミーに逃げる隙を与えちゃいそうな気がするけど、あれって必要なのかな。
無論必要だ。俺の栄唱を耳にしたエネミーどもは恐れおののき、逃げることすらできず死を迎える。この栄唱は相手を確実に仕留めるために必要だ。
とか言ってただ単に栄唱するとかっこいいからやってるだけじゃないの？
There you go, Patty.
パティちゃん、思っても言っちゃダメ。
ふざけたことを。栄唱は絶対に必要なものだ。少なくとも俺にとってはな。
ふんふん、なるほどね。ファントムが決め技を出すときは栄唱が必要と。
Do Darkers even have ears, now that I think about it? I'll need to look at that later.
言葉の意味は分かんなかったけど、さっきの栄唱はかっこよかったよ。ファントムの戦い方も教えて。
何言ってるのこのバカね。これ以上玉屋さんを怒らせて。
いいだろう。
いいんだ。
ファントムは正義などというくだらんものに頼らない戦い方をするクラスだ。敵を倒すことだけを考えろ。光に、正義に、手段にとらわれるな。闇の力を恐れるな。特にガーディアン、お前ほど力のあるアークスが 亡霊となるなら、正義しか見えていない向こう水で単純なあいつでも少しは考え直すかもな。亡霊が少し喋りすぎたな。さらばだ。
いいな、私もかっこよく栄唱したい。
闇を羽織し者よ。
羽織っちゃうんだ。闇をまといし者とかの方がかっこいい気がするけど。ってそんなことはどうでもよくて、新クラスファントム提唱者の取材はどうだった？パティちゃん。
すべてが謎に包まれた11番目のクラス。栄唱を武器に手段を問わずに戦う。それが新クラスファントム。
もう影響されてる。
She keeps this up, that's gonna turn into the next dance festival thing. Anyway, we got a lambda grinder from that. Let's go ahead and check out the secret nature of phantoms. Oh, Katori, you're always worried about whatever the next new class is.
ならをこねるな。ああ、お前か。香取のことは気にするな。あな
た様、どうしてファントムは一切宣伝せずともあんなに人気があるのです？はあ、まさかアビスでファントムになれと無理やり。
Perish the thought there, Katori. That's only supposed to be used in emergencies.
暴言の香取は捨ておくとして。
とうとうおかしな二つ名をつけられてしまいましたわ。
確かに、一切宣伝せずに同クラスの認知度を高めているのか、いささか疑問ではある。
私やサガさんだって一生懸命誠心誠意宣伝をしてバウンサーを布教しましたのに、それなのにずるいですわ。あなた様はどうお考えですの？
I had to guess there's some sort of cult on the ship somewhere. All I can say is Phantom has its charms.
魅力ならバウンサーもあります。それなのに一切努力もせずに魅力をにじませるだなんて納得できませんわ。ヒーローを普及するときだってストラトスさんがどれだけ。
Well, let's not forget that Etoile's coming pretty soon.
宣伝くだらんな。
いつの間に私の背後に。
宣伝に乗せられ軽い気持ちでファントムになるようなやつはいずれ後悔とともに身を滅ぼすだろ
う。私に直前まで気取らせないとは相当な手だれ。お前がファントムの提唱者。名は極夜と言ったが。
Hey, Kyokyo, why don't you admit that your powers are actually based on Phantom Beasts already?
あなたですのね。全く宣伝をしないだなんて何を企んでいますの？まさか宣伝しないことを逆手にとってアークスの興味を引く作戦？
Actually, did I say Phantom? I meant Photon Beasts.
くだらんな。
くだらなくありませんわ。クラスの普及は大切です。ストラトスさんだって頑張って宣伝したからこそヒーローが普及したんですのよ。
それがくだらんと言っている。
ストラトスさんの頑張りをくだらないだなんて許せませんわ。
香取が取り乱してすまない。だが一つ疑問がある。先ほど言っていた後悔とともに身を滅ぼすとはどういう意味だ？
言葉通りだ。 ファントムは綺麗事とは無縁なクラス。覚悟のない奴には務まらん。正義を捨てる覚悟がないまま宣伝に乗せられファントムになれば、いずれ後悔と絶望の中で死ぬだろう。一方、正義では解決できない問題があると気づいた者は自然とファントムの道にたどり着く。
Basically chaotic neutral.
そういうやつだけがファントムになればいい。それだけの話だ。
精鋭が集えばよいということか。ヒーローのように広く周知した後で精鋭を目指す考えと違ってな。
ヒーローとは存在意義が違う。正義では成し得ないことのためにファントムは存在する。覚悟のない連中は邪魔なだけ。欲しければ連れて行くがいい。さらばだ。
なんて言い草ですの。俺様ですわ。傲慢ですわ。
あの男の強い覚悟、頼もしいが故に危険でもある。お前も用心することだ。
まさかあの俺様な傲慢さが人気の秘密。こうしてはいられませんわ。早速私も傲慢さを極めなければ。
Katori, I think that's actually a bad idea.
ますます誰も寄りつかなくなるぞ。
And we got a lambda grinder from that. Yeah, no, definitely with the Abyss, that's... what I think the rule that happens is when your alignment gets changed in D&D, you level down when that happens. Anyway, let's see. And yes, I did see that that the tutorial coach is going to be a maid, so... It'll be interesting, since that does not match with the character that we saw in the 7th opening for the game. So, the antinomy of light and darkness. Rooks, I believe that was on one of the live broadcasts.
Kyo-kun, 私は嫌だって言ったのにどうしてやめてくれなかったんですか？
卑怯で結構。俺は目的を叶える手段は問わない。強引な手だって使うさ。
あんなの強引すぎます。私の気持ちはどうでもいいんですか？キョウ君のバカ。
待て。この絶対零度のごとき周囲の視線は何だ？なぜ俺に激しい敵意を向けている？
キョウ君が悪いんです。ですよね。
I don't know the whole story here. Really, you're both at fault, I think.
そうですよね。こんな人前で騒いでしまって恐縮です。ちゃんと説明しないとですね。さっきまで改正区域の竜族鎮圧のためアムドゥスキアに行っていました。世界史は非常に頑強ですが、私は正義の名のもと正面から正々堂々最後まで戦い抜くつもりでした。
くだらんな。その結果どうなった？
仲間が重傷を負いました。私が正面しか見ていなかったから、背後から襲われた私をかばって。私は動揺して攻撃がおろそかに。でもなぜか世界史が次々と倒れ、戦いは終わっていました。あれはキョウ君が使ったファントムの蝕みの能力です。 私は嫌だって言ったのに。
だったらどうした？お前が命じられたのは竜族の鎮圧だ。正義を貫くことではない。正義だのなんだの手段にとらわれ怪我人を出したのはお前の責任だ。それがヒーローのあるべき姿か？
それは違います。
ヒーローは正義の力で人々を守る。決して諦めない。それがお前の信念。だが強い信念は心を脆くする。正義では大切なものを守れないような事態に直面した時にお前は心を保てるのか？正義はお前の目を曇らせる。お前自身の両の目で何が正しいのか判断できるようになれ。それがお前自身の心を守ることになる。
ヒョウ君、大丈夫ですよ。私はもうあの時とは違います。私が思う正義で解決できない時はヒョウ君の正義が助けてくれる。それが分かりましたから。さてと、お騒がせしてしまって恐縮です。私もこれで失礼します。
Alright, we got a lambda grinder out of that. Nad, to answer your question there, actually, I do have the automod set to disable external links, but I think you're on the Discord, so you can also post that in the Discord, and it should go through for you. Let's go ahead and check out Research Anytime, Anywhere.
AIS 開発用のシミュレータですよ。アークスの皆さんからいただいたデータをもとに改造を施した AIS をこの端末でシミュレートしています。
I'm curious, do all of the AIS need life support? And I'm speaking specifically of Cass.
その結果をもとに最適な形で設計、一人一人の細かな要望に合わせて AIS の改造を行います。そうだ、あなたも何か私に伝えたいことがあれば遠慮なく言ってください。
I want the AIS to be even stronger.
さらにですか。本当にあなたが求める強さには上限値がないんですね。まあ、これが私の仕事ですし、好きな研究のためであればやれるだけやります。というわけで今後もお願いしますね。
You got it. There's another lambda grinder. And we are starting to get towards the end of this. Finn's renewed goal.
よ、相棒。なんか二人きりで話すのも久しぶりな気がするな。
No kidding.
状況は通達で聞いてるよ。なんとか希望は見えてきたけど、まだまだ気は抜けないか。前にも言ったかもしれないけど、俺も行くねえも総務部だからさ。出撃も仕事もあって大忙しだよ。ってんなこと言ってもガーディアンやってる相棒よりは全然マシだろうけどさ。でも俺にできることがあるならどんな小さなことだって頑張るよ。相棒の手助けができるならな。
Is that what you really want?
全部お見通しみたいだな。もちろん相棒を助けたいって気持ちも嘘じゃないけどさ。いずれはさ、ユクネーとアウロラが自由に生きていけるようにしたいって思ってるんだ。だってさ、元ダークファルスだっていう負い目を感じたまま生きてくのは辛いだろ。それが俺が次に見つけた目標だよ。相棒にはバレてたみたいだけど。で、さらにその次の目標は、今度こそ俺も実力つけて相棒の隣に。まずい、ユクネーと約束してたんだった。すぐ行かなきゃ。
Catch you later, Finn.
悪いな相棒。それじゃあ俺もう行くよ。お互い頑張ろうな。
There's another lambda grinder. And up next, what Flo and Frau want to do. Those kids are making noise in my head, aren't they? There's another lambda grinder. I never had a chance to actually take a look at episode 0, but I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. When the real Melfonsina died. Let's take a look at the occupied mothership.
みんなのおかげで流昇を介して姿を見せられるようにはなったよ。本体はアムルスキアだけどね。しかしマザーシップは依然として占拠されたままだ。僕とのリンクは完全に切れてしまっているし、現状つなぐ手立てもない。今のマザーシップの周辺には芝の艦隊が展開されているだろうし、管理管制も芝の制御下だろう。正直自分の家を好き勝手されているような状況だから面白くはないね。今はまだ手段はないけど、いずれ必ず取り返す。その時は君にも力を貸してもらいたい。よろしくね。
You got it. There's a Tri Boost Plus 100%. And the last of the sub-stories, unless there's something behind this, small things are great. I love seeing this this cute Quartz Dragon.
それよりもこいつに言ってやってくれ。ああ、よく来たな。あなたからもこんな小さいものに言ってくれ。まだ小さいって。どうして私よりもチンチクリンに何度も言われねばならんのだ。もうランチがあかん。おい、貴様はどう思うか答えろ。
You've never seen a Quartz Dragon before, have you? But smaller is cuter.
そうか。貴様の趣味を聞いたわけではなかったが、まあ聞いた私も悪かったな。そうか。わかったぞ。小さきアークスよ。見ており。どちらが小さいか。どうだ。これで私の方が大きいと分かっただろ。大きければいいというものではないぞ。小さい方が便利なこともたくさんある。そうなのか。そうなのだ。どのような点で便利なのだ。どんなような。そうだな。例えばだ、戦う時に素早く動ける。小さければ障害物やエネミーの攻撃に当たることも少ないからな。小回りを効かせて正確に確実に素早く攻撃を叩き込めるぞ。なるほど。確かに先日の地獄竜母でも敵が現れる場所に的確に攻撃をしていた。そうだとも。まあ私にかかればあの程度は朝飯前だがな。小さいことはすごいな。他にも小さくて便利な点が。他にそれは。おい、貴様からも何かあるだろ。他にはだな。天井が低いところで頭を絶対にぶつけない。それはいいな。私はいつもぶつけてしまう。他にはならばさらに体が小さいとドーナツ2つでお腹いっぱいになる。だがすぐにお腹いっぱいになってしまうから、うまいものもあんまり多く食べられないんだ。それは でもな、小さいと時々お菓子がもらえるんだぞ。すごいすごいぞ。小さいことは素晴らしいな。ならばこれで私もお菓子をもらえるのだな。
Do you even know what candy is?
さあ貴様、遠慮せず小さな私たちに思う存分お菓子をくれていいぞ。いいぞ。
Yeah, that makes sense. I probably would have walked out by then. And we got another Tri-Boost plus 100% from that. And so, that brings us to the end of what is available in the story currently. Now, to your point about the 25th anniversary, I'm not necessarily certain if they had figured out what Risa's story was at the time. The fact that Harriet is technically inside of her weapon. But if you do go back to the event viewer, you can kind of see that her eyes have played back and forth a little bit between being black, between being red, and now you're showing me that they are actually blue in the visual chronicle. So maybe they had figured it out by then. They did say that they had a 10-year plan for the game, so... Alright, so, with the story all wrapped up for now, let's head out of the bridge. And we have some dailies we need to take care of here. And actually, let me head over here and hand in that team order that we completed during the story. Ah, what's my camera doing in the ground? I don't know what this bug is, but I keep running into it. I guess you can go ahead and clip that if you want. Alright, and I think I had collected some stuff earlier, but let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, I pretty much collected everything that I would want. Alright, so let's go under Featured Quest. And we are headed to the Skyscape here. And since we will be taking on a Quartz Dragon, we'll go ahead and grab that. We'll go ahead and grab that one. And at this point, I'm going to open up the party if anybody does want to join me for some of the featured quests here. Just go ahead and hop in. Actually, come to think of it, if I'm going to do that, let me take off the expert matching and recreate this here. So yeah, just look for me in the party finder. If you go under free field, or actually if you go under the featured quest, Skyscape Exploration, and then you do join party on another block, I should show up in one of the quests that's open, if you want to join me. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and pause my item boost, since there's no point in having it up for this. And let's go ahead and feed our mag. Toss this into the material storage, since we don't need it right now. go ahead and use the Star Gem ticket we got earlier. Alright, let's get this going. Yeah, it was in, like, the really early episodes, episode 1, episode 2, where her eyes were black, but now if you look... the way you tell it is if you take a look at the screenshot that previews what she looks like in the cutscene, and then compare it to what it looks like currently. That's how you can tell that they started to kind of retcon some of that stuff, to add the whole Harriet bit into it. Okay, so exit is to the north, it looks like.
Emergency code attack. Emergency code attack.
These old Meek there are just going down real easy. I don't even have to attack their weak point anymore to take them out.
Completed.
So, Annette and Jenna. Those are the two of the characters from Phantasy Star Online 2S, which is the mobile companion game to Phantasy Star Online 2. Actually, now that we're done with the story scenes, I'm going to turn the voices down a little bit here.
Completed.
That should be good.
Emergency code.
Oh, it's starting to rain up here. So something else I'm curious about at this point, given all the trouble that the Photoners have caused at this point, I'm wondering, once we do actually reach Kiku-hime, if we're actually going to learn that Haruka-tan is once again yet another world that the Photoners effectively smashed together. Thanks for joining, Nad. Have a great evening there. We just learned that that's basically what they did to create ESC-A back in Chapter 2, so we'll see if the same thing has happened for Haruka-tan, or if there's a different story related to that. I mean, we know what Kotoshiro told us in that one cutscene back in Episode 3 in terms of the origins of everything, but that may have just been a fairy tale. There may not have necessarily been, 100% truth behind that, and so that'll be something I'm really interested to see if that's actually what happened. I know that at least some of the data miners are already looking into that to see what actually is going to be in those story scenes, but we'll see how that all plays out. Ah, we got a Dark Ragna here. And the Dark Ragna is gone. Magatsu, it's an interesting question to be certain. I almost wonder, given the nature of what it is and the fact that it just attacks indiscriminately, if maybe that's a weapon from another civilization that the Photoners were up against, like the Maki or something like that. Although maybe not necessarily the Maki. It certainly would be big enough to technically be a Gigantus, if you wanted to say it that way. Alright, let's take out this Quartz Dragon. And down you go. And we got a Cobalt Metal from that. Doo-doo. I should have figured you were going to be the one to give me that. Alright, up next, we have Subdue Cuterdrone. Let's take that on. What about how they treat the Dragonkin? True, I kind of get that, but at the same time, I kind of, think it's sort of like, you know, how the Arks, collect whatever they can. I mean, Dragonkin, I would figure, makes some sort of a leather armor, to be honest. That plus, based on what we know now, the Dragonkin do seem to be more akin to kind of like the little jellyfish that are floating around Xion and Xiao, especially because of how Amaduskia is actually the merging of two of the clones that they tried to make of Xion. It's just that the Dragonkin seem to be a little bit more advanced, a little bit more sentient than what we've seen in other copies, like with what Mother had and such. And plus, I mean, when you think about it, it's not the end for the Dragonkin. I mean, they have their resurrection process, or rather their reincarnation process, so yeah, they lose their bodies, but in the end, they're not gone for that long. Although, the question of if that's general knowledge to the Arks, I have no idea. I keep getting stopped by the doors today.
Emergency code elimination. Completed.
And if I remember correctly, also there are also the different groups of Dragonkin, which have already been corrupted by the Darkers. to the point where they're no longer really themselves, so I think that might be the group that the Arks are actually pulling from. Rather than the Co-Clan and such. Finish up this group, and then we'll head on to take out the Vol Dragon. Alright, is there anything that I need here? I do still need to take out a few enemies here, so we'll go into this in the double form. Oh, that's right, it was a Counter-Dragon, not a Vol Dragon. Yeah, it may be a dark way of thinking, but I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Another cobalt metal. Alright, next featured quest, Lillipin Settlement Defense. This is one of the few times that we see the emergency trial quick in the game. Actually, considering that they're reptiles, I mean, maybe they have a way of regrowing lost limbs as well? I think there are some reptiles that can do that. I know that's kind of getting off topic of what you're saying, but I mean, the Arks grab basically whatever they can from any enemy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Franca cooks up some Dragonkin as well. Alright, let's head for the exit here. Into the second block. Let me see, were there any specific client orders I had for this area? Doesn't look like it. that appears to be the exit over there. Alright, so around here somewhere we're gonna get the trigger. There it is.
Emergency code. Quick.
The Lupin Settlement defense, this is actually pretty easy, especially when you've only got one player in the group here. At this point, we just have to make sure the settlement actually survives. And here it is right here. Thank you, Meg. That doesn't surprise me in the least there, with the auto-target and everything. I guess let's have some fun with this while we're waiting for the timer to count down. Too far away. Looks like that's it. Let's get out of here. Hopefully that was enough for me to unlock the last of that. I'm just getting cobalt metals only today. Alright, Dark Blast. Alright, I think I need to open this up on the Arks ship. Yep, there we go. So, Flower Carnival. You have that 5 levels. And now my double form is completely leveled up. Apprentice, I still have to unlock a little bit here. Loser, I have to do a little bit of unlocking, and then Elder... That's all done, actually. So if I come over to the title counter, actually... There we go. That just unlocks some more for me. And 20 star gems. Oh, and that reminds me, I have to speak to Pudding here as well, so I can grab a new collection file. So we just finished the RA Stinger. So as for the next one... even be a good one here? I mean, I've already got a plus 35 on this one. I've got a 15-star rifle already. I got a Psycho one, so I don't really need that. Got 15-star Taluses. Yeah, I guess at this point I'm just getting one so I can get the ability success rate boost and everything. Hey Savage, thanks for joining. Brooks, better than the X Atlas? 15-star? And also better than a spread needle? All right, I can grab it then. We'll remove that for now. No, I haven't plussed my my spread needle yet. I mean, right now it's like there's nothing to get from pudding. That's kind of part of the issue here. Alright, let's take on the last of the featured quests here. That being Chaotic Tranquility. Got it, okay. Alright, let's make our way down.
Emergency code distraction.
We got one of these up here. Let's take it out. Oh, I'm too late. The Chaotic series are great for just giving you a large variety of enemies.
Emergency code attack.
And plus you can just drop in and drop out anytime you want. I think this one was released back during the end of episode 2, I want to say? Maybe episode 3. I hear a boss around here somewhere. There's a Quartz Dragon. Not the one I'm looking for.
Emergency
Brigida, you gotta be quicker about that.
Change over. Code. Capture. Failed.
Alright, where's that Garanzaron I heard a moment ago? Yo, Wolves, alright. All we can really do here is dodge. Or no, we should be able to destroy them, actually. Yeah, I'd love to shoot them, but I don't even see the photon cannons around here, Brigida. There it is. Scratch one. There goes the second.
Completed.
Got a rock bear here. And down you go.
Emergency. Code. Attack.
Oh, cool throw 17. That'll sell.
Completed.
Hey, Persona. Bye, Persona.
Completed.
Trendmiser, huh? Let's take you out. The attack on my main weapon... so... Total strength is 2,694. It's got, plus 200 S attack on that, along with the Lightstream Resurrection, Strike Boost, which gives it a total of 5% boost. Another 3% here by taking an extra 6% damage. And then another 3% while my HP is above 80%. There's that Garanzaran I was looking for. Why don't we bring out Loser? Alright, that's it for Loser's time. Let's finish this up. $11 points to go. And that does it. So the last featured quest of today gives me what? That's 4 cobalt medals. Oh, that was a bad day. Alrighty. So let's take a look at what client orders we need to complete here. So I need to take on a Train Gadoran, so why don't we go ahead and do that next here. So for that, we're going to go under Arks quest, Train Gadoran Suppression. Alright, and welcome to Tokyo! Yeah, Savage, I think there's like maybe only 1 or 2 weapons that I actually want to get with the Cobalt Medals. Just so I can have like at least one 15 weapon for each type. But I went into this having a ton of 15-star weapons already. go ahead and pop that Photon Blast.
Emergency code attack. Completed.
Alright, we have arrived. Let's take on the Trangadoran.
Emergency code due.
Just about done. And down you go.
Completed.
I don't know. I think the size of the Trangadoran actually helps to sell it a bit. I mean, it's a crazy idea to be sure, but that's what Phantoms do. Let's see, what else here do we need to take care of? Why don't we see if anybody's running any Buster quests here? It doesn't look like anybody's running that one. What about the, Grade 3? Same story. Alright, so then in that case, we'll head to the Enchanted Forest. And hey, if you're enjoying the show, do keep in mind, there is that little follow button here if you want to keep up with me. Yeah, I'm aware that you can solo them. I think I'd rather just head into the Enchanted Forest at this point. Yeah, I think there are like only 2 towers for you to worry about in that case. Oh yeah, definitely. You really don't even have to worry that much about the towers, I think. As long as you're attacking the enemy, you're typically fine, I think. Or at least that's what I remember when I was running it. Yeah, so once you hit max level, you continue to accrue experience points, and what happens is if you level up again, you get class cubes, depending upon what level cap you're at. So at level 90, you're going to get 7 of the class cubes, and you can use those towards helping to grind up a weapon if you don't have enough to get that weapon to plus 35. But that's also kind of an old idea at this point, because almost every weapon that drops now should be dropping at level with a grind of plus 35. The only reason you would find something that's less than plus 35 would be if you're buying it through like jig through the crests. And at that point, I mean, you can still plus 35 it just by getting multiple of the same weapon. So let's see what now it's going to bring down here. Looks like a bomber golem. Yeah, the weapons you get from Jig aren't that good, except what? I think the spread needle was one of the better ones I got from him by trading in those crests, and then of course the Psycho Wand as well if you're playing a Force character. But those don't even require hero quests. Those require the other kind of crests. So it's not like you even need a whole batch of the crests. You just need, you just take some of your hero crests, convert them to the appropriate crest type, and that'll either give you a multiplier of 2 or 4 on the crest that you have. The Celestial weapon is a bit different, because you need to collect not just only the Profound weapon, but also one of each of the Falls-type weapons. And each of those needs to get up to plus 35. Taking a while to take this guy out. Yeah, I may switch off of this after I take him out, and go to Super Hard instead. Let's see if the exit is over here, though. Oh yeah, this is gonna take much longer. Okay. So we'll abandon this, we'll go in under Super Hard instead. Yep, that's the truth. Got a good bit of players in here already. Although some of those are probably just NPCs. Yep. Yeah, that's much quicker.
Completed. Emergency code attack. Completed.
In this case, I'm just in here long enough to take care of the suppression mission. Or suppression client order, rather. Ah, good luck. Hopefully the gacha works for you there. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my fun points at some point. I'm over at 200,000 of them, and I'm like, what am I gonna even use them for? Because whenever a new patch rolls out, I do like oh nice, we got a rare drop. I do a round of Fun Scratch, but beyond that, I really don't have much use for it. I mean, I could convert some of it into 250% rare drops, except I can get those already through X cubes. That's a good point, Rooks. Yeah. And that reminds me, I gotta figure out how I'm going to be doing PSO2S and Edola on this channel here, because one of the side effects of using BlueStacks is the audio that comes in through my Blue Yeti microphone starts to crackle. And it's specifically because I'm using that program, so I need to figure out what I'm gonna do to get around that. Maybe I need to come in via XLR into standard phono instead, and see if that works. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out how to separate the two signals, and that might require me to see if I can bring V4 back up. He does seem to have been a little more stable as of lately, so I mean, maybe there's a chance that I could use my current I could use V5 for the gameplay and then send the signal out over V4 instead. Come to think of it, tomorrow is Black Friday. Maybe I could pick up a cheap RTX card or something to help with the encoding. I don't know. Let me try the analog fix first to see if that works. Do you have any alternative suggestions that will let you sideload things that are not from the Google Store? Alright, I've got all the kills I need, so now we just need to make our way up to where the exit is. I mean, it's possible maybe that's just something I'm gonna have to continue to do via YouTube, but again, I gotta see how things are gonna play out here with Copa. I mean, as of right now, I'm like, there's no point, given what's going on. But maybe if there's a way to age gate things... I mean, there technically is, with the fact that you can set things to 18 plus. But that then removes all the advertising. Now, if YouTube were to, say, re-enable advertising on 18 plus, then that might have been something that they mentioned. That might be an answer. In that case, maybe I would be able to continue those series over there then. We'll have to see. Like I said, let's kind of get into January. Let's see what actually happens. Thanks to Copa and the FTC. And we'll kind of take it from there. It'd be nice if my Pixel phone had HDMI out for the video signal, but unfortunately it doesn't. That would have been the one way to kind of get around that problem. Alright, so that clears up that client order. Those are kind of starting to stack up, so let's take a moment to just turn some of those in. It does, but it doesn't have actual HDMI out. Alright, daily boosts are back to full. And then the rest were over here. Alright, let's work on the Oceanid subjugation next. Actually, was there a Biel Maduna one over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So in that case, let's head for the seabed. Looks like there is a client order open on this, though. I don't know why I just did that, to get the boost for the rare drop. Too late now. Into the second area we go. This is where we'll actually do the suppression. Sympathy, what's making you think somebody's on the ground? If you're unaware, Sympathy is the name of the music system that's built into the game. Alright, Oceanid subjugation is done, so I just need the exit now. Yeah, this is a bit of a troll map here, the fact that it sends you south to actually get to the exit. Oh, that was one of the rare Telebecos there.
Emergency code attack.
Yeah, and that's why I made the switch. It was essentially the fact that YouTube was throwing its creators under the bus, plus several other things that have happened over the years that finally made me switch over here to Twitch. I mean, the channel's not going away completely, but as of right now, it's kind of been holding once I get the last of the videos I've got pre-recorded out. And down goes the Biomaduna. Alright, let's hand this one in. Alright, so we got a Malmuth suppression. And then Nordaranasa and Durandal. These two I should be able to get in the Sanctum area. And it looks like I have a client order for there as well. And I'll put on the other sword at this point, since most of these enemies are going to be light in nature and they need they're weak against dark attacks. Alright, moving on.
Completed.
Rappy, what are you doing here? Alright, is there a switch to this one? Not that I can see. Oh, there it is. Looks like this one just said end, so we'll head back and head north instead. Here's the teleporter to the next area. So far, I'm not seeing the targets I'm looking for. Hey, Stratos.
Emergency code attack.
Okay, there's the Durandal. Now I just need the Nordoranasa.
Completed.
There's a Falls Angel. Let's fight fire with fire.
全ての回は証明された。
At this point, we're just looking for the exit now here. I'm not seeing any Nordoranistan around here. It's kind of hard to do that when YouTube has a history of banning people when they announce on YouTube, unless that policy is like changed in the past couple of years or so. That's one of the things that drew me away from YouTube.
Completed.
Oh, I missed one. There we go. Let's make this quick.
Emergency code due.
All right, I might have to give that a try then to see if we can get more people in here then. Okay, let's go ahead and hand in this suppression order now.
いらっしゃいませ。いつでもどうぞ。
And were there any others I needed to hand in? I do need to hand in this one for Hans and then one for Cressida down in the shopping area. Well, right now it's just a solo team. Once the Western version comes out, I'm looking at opening that up. I might open it up sooner than that. Right now, though, I'm just using it as extra storage for item drops and such. Alright, was there anything else that we needed to take care of here? The only thing that's left is I need to make a quick trip into my room to desynthesize an item. Let's go under craft item desynthesis, and yeah, we'll go ahead and do an those, as well as these lesser discs. Alrighty. And let's collect that. Alright. And so with that, certainly if you have enjoyed the show here, and you do want to keep up with it, do remember there is that little follow button up there. At this point, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be taking a quick 3 to 5 minute break here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to shift into something different here, so please stand by. I will be right back.